Welcome you all to the course on machine learning. In today's session, we will be discussing about the basics and then implementation of Naive-based classifier. And today's agenda of today's lecture will be first we will discuss about the fundamentals or the basic definitions of Naive-based classifier, and then we will be discussing about where it lies under the machine learning category. Then we will discuss about that where it is required, why uh, do we need the Naive basis, and what are the applications where the Naive based classifier which is used under the machine learning concepts. And then we'll be discussing about the complete study on the Naive based classifier, the different the terms and then formulas, and then we'll be discussing about the complete case study with the different examples. Finally, we will discuss about the applications as well as advantages of Naive based classifier. And when start with that Naive-based classifier, we all knowingly or unknowingly we are using Naive-based classifier in our day-to-day applications. So everyone we have our Gmail account or Gmail login system where we will get the mail from the different users, might be your friends or from your offices, right? And Gmail system will have that filtering system where from the receiving different mails, it will segregate the mails into the different classes. It's your primary mail and then important mail and then spam filtering. So here this is one of the very good application where the Navy based classifier which used to classify our the actual mails from the filtering mails or the spam mails. And the second one is that where when we are using that online applications or on the mobile applications, right, where that the text classification from the different news images based on the whatever the text we are typing, and we can able to extract or we can able to classify the different category of news. Might be the sports news and then politics and then the other current affair events. So these are the some example through which we can able to classify certain things which is based on the text using the online as well as applications. And the third one is that how the different social media organization they are doing the sentiment analysis of their audience on a social media. So everyone we will frequently we will log in into our the Facebook account as well as the Twitter accounts. So whenever we are uploading some videos or some informations, who are the followers of us, and they will be logging and then they will be viewing whatever the posted, whatever the content we have posted. By reading or by viewing that the contents, they can give the feedback about the contents. They will give the sentiment analysis in terms of the smiley symbol or a grumpy symbol. Now, based on the symbol, right, the social media organization they will try to analyze that the mood of the particular reader. So again, so here this is a place where the Navy based classifier which plays a major role. Now we will dive into our actual Navy based classifier concepts. Navy based classifier works on the principles of conditional probability as given by the Bayes theorem. So this Navy based classifier which introduced by an author Bayes, and he proposed this Navy based classifier which completely works on the conditional probability. And before we move ahead, let us go through some of the basic example in that. Through that, we will come to a thorough explanation, thorough understanding about what is the probability, normal probability, and then conditional probability, and then joint probability. So that will be further used or further utilized for our the further sessions. Now, let us consider a simple example where I have the two coins. I just wanted to turn the two coins, and so there could be the four possible sequences that in the combination I could get. So the four combinations could be the first head and then head tail. The first edge refers to the first coin head, and then second edge refers to the second coin head. HT, and then tail head, and then tail. Out of these four combinations, if I just wanted to find out the normal probability, the first probability, the probability of getting the two heads, which is when I toss the two coins out of this four probability. Now this is only one probability which where one event which is going to happen where there's the two consecutive heads for both heads, I mean both the coins, which is 1 upon 4. Again, the probability of at least one tail. So when we talk about the probability of at least one tail among the four events, so here this is one and second, and this is third, at least one tail. So here, so there could be a probability which is 3 upon 4 probability where the probability at least one tail. When we talk about the third probability, a second coin being head given the first coin is tail. So here out of this, now this the first coin which event which is already happened, the first coin is tail. Out of these four events, now I just wanted to segregate only the two events which is already, which is the first action which is already happened. The first coin is tail, and out of that the second coin is being a head, second coin is being head out of this. So here this is only one sequence or only one event which is going to happen out of this the two events. Out of these two events means where the first coin is head, the first coin head is here, there are only the two events where the first coin is tail. Out of that, if the second coin is being head, which will be only one event, which is 1 upon 2. Very similar to that, getting the two heads given the first coin is head, which is again 1. So here the first coin is already head, and the second coin where we will get the head is only 1. So 1 upon 2. So this is what the basic the probability, the independent as well as conditional probability for the simple case study or simple scenario where we will toss the 2 points. Now, so based on the previous explanation, we will come to a conclusion that what will be the Bayes theorem. So Bayes theorem gives the conditional probability of an event A given another event B which is already occurred. Right. So this is what the formula which I am going to explain. The probability of A given B, which is equal to probability of B given A and multiplied by the probability of A upon probability of B. After that, the probability of A given B, which is equal to the conditional probability of A given B. Out of that, so the B, which is the event which is happened already. After that, what is the probability of having that or happening this probability of event A, and then the probability of B given A, which is the conditional probability of B which is given A. Out of that, the even A which is already occurred or already happened. So PA, which is the probability of event A, and then the PB, which is the probability of event B. Sorry, actually here we are supposed to have B here. Sorry, it was a small mistake. Sorry for that. So, and we'll revise it when we talk about the Bayes theorem. So a probability of A given B, which is equal to the probability of B given A multiplied by the probability of A upon the probability of B. Now we'll take the same example how we founded the probability. This is we founded the or we calculated the normal probability for these two events where getting the two hits which will be 1 upon 4 and then at least one tail which will be 3 upon 4 where we calculated the normal probabilities. And then when we talk about the second, so which are a little complicated, these two events, uses conditional probability. So as per the previous slides, so from there we extracted this information, right? The second coin being head and the first coin is tail again, which is 1 upon 2. Again getting the two heads given the first coin is head, again 1 upon 2. So these two probabilities, which is the conditional probability which we got from the previous one. Now again, so based on this scenario, suppose we wanted to find out the what is the probability of happening this, the second coin being head and the first coin is tail. So here this is what the formula we are going to use. Probability of A given B, which is equal to probability of B given A multiplied by probability of A and upon probability of B. When you talk about the probability of B given A, which stands for that the probability of the first coin being a tail given the second coin is head. So which is equal to 1 upon 2, which we already we calculated in the previous slides, and then multiplied by the second coin being head. Second coin is being head, again with probability which is 1 upon 2 upon the first coin is being tail. The first coin is being tail again, which is 1 upon 2. So if we simplify this, 1 by 2, 1 by 2 will get cancelled. So here we will get 1 by 2, so which is equal to 0.5. So this is what the probability for the conditional probability of the given case, which we, the probability of second coin being a head given a first coin is tail. Now, Bayes theorem basically calculates the conditional probability of the occurrence of the event based on the prior knowledge of the condition that might be related to the event. So here we are going to find out the probability of the certain thing. So based on the certain event which is already occurred. So where the two events are which are related to each other. So based on that the already occurred event. So we are going to find out the probability of the upcoming event. So further we will analyze or we will explain or we will understand this Naive-Bayes classifier with the different case study and example. Next we'll discuss about that where the machine learning, I mean the Naive-Bayes classifier lies under the machine learning concepts. So this the fundamentals of the machine learning already we discussed about. The machine learning is a technique or method through which we'll develop a model or the machine will learn from its environment or experience, and it will try to act like a human being, and then by taking the decision and it will try to do some operations. So here there are two major classification under the machine learning. We will be discussing about uh, supervised learning and then unsupervised learning. So these two are the major or broad classifications. And when we talk about the supervised learning is a method in which we the model will learn from the existing or the available data, and where the model will be trained. So the model will be trained based on the existing data. Once if the training is done, and then the model will be tested with the unknown values or the new elements, and then we are going to find out the performance after the training, how the machine is uh, working, whether it is working perfectly or is there any errors. Suppose if is there any error, again we need to revise the procedure, and then we need to increase or decrease the training sample so that we will adjust the parameters so that our machine model or the mathematical model which will try to classify or which try to does our operation perfectly. And the second one is that unsupervised learning. When we talk about unsupervised learning, right, where the machine learning model which does not have any prior knowledge about what type of object which is going to process, blindly it is trying to do some operation based on the similarities or the common similarities between the available objects. So here again the clustering could be one of the example where which lies under the supervised learning. Again when we talk about the supervised learning, again so there could be a two classification, I mean the two subdivisions where the classification and the regression will be the two elements comes under the supervised learning. When we talk about the classification, it is an operation in which we will try to find out or we will try to segregate the two classes. Suppose if we are giving the image of image consists of a dog and then cat, the machine learning model will do the image processing, and then it will try to find out the where the dog is placed and then where the cat is placed. It will try to classify the objects based on the particular features. It try to find out the differentials, or it will try to find out the given object is the given image is male or female, or whether it is, it try to find out the whether the given image is cat or dog. And very similar to the regression is an application or the technique where we'll try to predict something which based on the existing data we'll try to find out the value might be in the futures. So for example today's the gold price which is 30,000 per sovereign, and we can able to predict through statistically what is the gold price after 10 years if the gold price is linearly increasing or decreasing. So for the prediction of something in the continuous values, the regression application which will be broadly used. When we talk about the classification application which will be used whenever we need to classify or which will be used for a categorical data. When you talk about the categorical data, so whether it could be a 0 or 1 or yes or no, dog or cat, and that classes the classification comes under. And so now this is what our Navy based application, our Navy based techniques, so which lies under the category of classification. So we will try to impose this Navy based classifier for majorly for the classification purpose. Where this Navy based application will be used means, so there are few applications I would say that the first application could be our the face recognition, where the given image will be recognized, and then our the mathematical model will try to find out the features from the image. What is the size of the eye? What is the size of the nose, and where it is placed, coordinates, and then size of the lips, where it is placed, and then it will try to combine all the features and it will try to form a rough image, and it is going to match with that the template matching or the pattern matching, and then it is going to check that whether the given image is X or not, X or Y, whoever it is, right? And the second one is the second application could be, I could say that the weather predictions. So based on the existing or available data, the Navy based model will try to predict or will try to calculate the values. What is the probability or the possibility of the given particular day, whether we will get the rainy or whether we will get the temperature. So this statisticals, I mean, the calculation which will be used majorly in the weather prediction. And the few more example I could add with that, the medical diagnosis for again the machine learning model after given the enough training through the Navy based classifier, with it will try to find out the probability of a particular patient, whether he could have the diabetes or not, whether he could what is the probable chances for getting the heart attack. And so this type of application are which will be considered the medical diagnosis. Apart from that, so there are some a few other applications where I could mentioned that the new classification, based on that, already we discussed about the online classification, news classification based on the text. And then apart from that, there are some other applications, whatever the messages which comes under the social media networks, right? Again, so that can be able to perform with that, whether it is the news or which is coming the social media, whether it is the fake news or the correct news. So these are the few areas where the Navy based application which is majorly used. So with this, we will complete or we will stop our today's session, and the remaining things which we will continue in the upcoming session with the complete example, and then we will do the demonstration of how the Navy based classifier which works. Thank you.